Good morning, geeks and gamers. Welcome to another episode of the most anticipated morning show in the history of the internet on this channel at this time, with these hosts talking about these topics. What's up, Fear the Beardo?
Nothing much, man. I don't know. I don't have anything cool or exciting to say. It's early. I just woke up. I'm glad to be here.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it. Like,
I'm ready to read your super chats.
I thought it was going to be a little better. I thought we were looking at like a little more energy. Okay, here. So since you don't have the energy, all right, I have a question for you. All right, because I hung out with you a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain to the audience what happened right here?
We have a cameo right here. Look,
Cameo. So, I don't like cats.
Listen, I was just being honest, okay? I didn't want to get the toxoplasm. I didn't want to get the toxoplasmosis from the cat.
One more time right here. Hang on. Here we go.
Oh. So, I don't like cats.
So that was at Sir Henry's haunted Christmas here in Orlando, or right outside of Orlando. And they were nice enough to invite us out there, and we had a really good time. So we were just doing our recap of the first one. I think the first house we went to.
I think so.
Is
Yeah,
and
you were talking about how it wasn't immersive enough, and then you seen her, and you're like, "Oh shit, never mind."
Yeah. So the real question here, Beardo, is could you fix her?
Now, she's not the one I'm interested in. You know who I'm interested in.
Which one?
The one at the very end.
Is it in this video?
It is. The very end. After right there.
Her.
After the sign off. Yeah.
Here we go. Hang on.
How you doing? I just want to say you are very pretty. I mean, look at your eyes and your teeth. Look at your smile. It's gorgeous.
Hang on.
Thank you.
So that's the one you're interested in trying to fix, huh?
You are very pretty.
Definitely. See, I'm trying to like imagine without the contacts, without the teeth, without all the dirt and the mess. I don't know. I think she could be a little, she could be cute.
Okay. All right.
I think I can fix her.
All right. Yeah. Well, maybe in time we will find out. So, by the way, that's over on the Park Hoppin' channel. If you guys are interested, and listen, was it the last house? Is that one here?
Yeah, it is.
Dude, this one's so fucking good right here.
Hey, Krampus. Oh, here we go. Here's the closet. Oh, I can't see nothing. I don't know where I'm going. Oh my god.
Right here.
Jingle bells.
Where am I going? Oh, fuck. I mean, it's a teddy bear. I don't know where I'm going. Am I going the right way? Which way am I going? I can't see nothing. I don't know where I'm going. Oh!
You are sleeping. You know the doorway.
Apparently.
Don't leave me here. I don't know.
And then at the very end too, when I walk out.
Holy smokes! It's a dumb monkey. A dumb monkey. Whoa,
And dude, he like shot a balloon at me.
He did. I was not expecting that at the end. And that wasn't part of the experience, that last one. Like, that was just some guy randomly walking around out there. So anyway, Sir Henry's Haunted Christmas 2024, absolutely fantastic. Same, it's basically the rethemed version of their Halloween experience. And if you guys want to go check that video out on Park Hoppin', it was a lot of fun. So good stuff.
Krista did a good job editing that. So
yeah. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad we got a chance to go out there and do that. So, but we do have DEI Ryan in the house. Hi, DEI Ryan. How are you, buddy? Good to see you.
What's up, Ryan?
We like Ryan. Thundarius says, "Hail, Beardo. Jeremy is still super gay." Rabbit says, "Muted, Biggs." Godzilla's Greaser says, happy 30th anniversary for Godzilla versus Space Godzilla, the movie that introduced my second favorite of Godzilla's foes.
Nice.
Right there.
That's
and
cool.
Tobias for 10 says, on one hand, I'm surprised Beardo knows what Toxoplasmosis is. On the other, you do know it comes from cat shit, right? That's the only transmission vector of the parasite. So how would you get it? Go ahead, Beardo. Let him know.
Yes, of course I know what toxoplasmosis is, and it does come from cat shit. You can get it on like your hands. You're cleaning the litter box. It's on the scoop in the litter box. I don't know. Toxoplasmosis, fucking horrible. Do you know what it is?
No.
So it's a brain worm parasite that comes from cat shit, and it chemically alters your brain forever. So this worm lives in your brain for like about a week. You have like cold, flu-like symptoms for about a week. You don't even know you have it. You just think you have a cold. It chemically alters your brain. It makes you more, how do I say this? It makes you more like of a risk taker, adrenaline junkie. You're never satisfied. You like move on from friendships and relationships. Like you're always like, it's almost like you're never satisfied and you're always an adrenaline junkie. Like they find in South America and even here in America, like motorcycle accidents, like people who are doing high speeds on a motorcycle and get in an accident and crash, they test their body afterwards. They do like a whole biopsy, toxoplasmosis. The crazy cat ladies. This is where the literal term crazy cat ladies comes from, is from toxoplasmosis, because it makes you want more fucking cats.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of sounds like your typical like woke weirdo, like you're just never satisfied.
100%.
They're always looking for something else. They're never just like content with anything.
Mm-hmm.
So
Macaulay Culkin has toxoplasmosis.
Well, because he's the goat. Because he's the goat.
Yeah.
That dude's living a good life. He's lived a good life.
Well, it was rough there for a little bit, but he's come back.
Yeah, but he was in Home Alone. Who cares, right?
Okay.
He's with what's her name? What's that chick's name?
Brenda Song from Disney Channel.
Yeah. So, Nader's Brick Channel says, "What's up, Beardo? Dreams of straightened bananas dancing in your head." That's kind of mean.
I can't remember. Maybe there might have been a few bananas. I don't know. Corn on the cob. I don't know.
Foot Juice for $2 says, I farted. Look at that picture. Wow.
Damn.
Wow. That's
Damn.
rough. Ben's sister. I don't have much knowledge of movies, but I hope to bring a couple of good points to the table.
I see a few.
Beardo licks windows for 20. Beat Indiana Jones in the Great Circle, wrapping up some side quests. I honestly loved the game to death. Haven't loved the game this much since Batman Arkham games.
Ooh.
As a mega indie fanboy, I am extremely happy with the game. Look at there. Okay, that's mighty high praise. Mighty high praise.
Hey, listen, if you enjoyed it, that's great.
Are you planning on playing it?
I'm not going to play it. No.
You're not going to play it?
I just don't trust Bethesda. Maybe if it's like on a discount, maybe I'll play it if it's like $20, but for full price, I'm not too invested into Indiana Jones or Bethesda like that, but I'm glad that certain people are enjoying it. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it didn't look that great to me, but I have heard decent things about it. Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem like the player counts are very high. You know what's really doing well right now? Marvel Rivals.
Oh yeah. People are loving Marvel's Rivals right now.
Crushing it. And what did it have, like 10 million players or whatever?
I can check Steam charts to see.
Basically, it's an Overwatch. It's basically I could never get into Overwatch. But people are loving this game. And do you know one of the things that Rivals did that most Marvel products hasn't done? They didn't market it by calling everybody racist and sexist. They didn't actually go, hey, you know what? If you don't buy this game, if you don't play this game, well, it's a free-to-play game. But if you don't support this game, you're a racist and a sexist. There was no bad marketing around it. Now, again, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I've been following a lot about it because I haven't. But I haven't heard any negativity around it. What I have heard is that people are playing it and people are really enjoying it. If it's the Overwatch-style game, I'm not sure it's made for me. I tried Overwatch a couple of times when it released, and I just wasn't really impressed with Overwatch. Did you ever play Overwatch?
No, I was never into those like hero shooters like that. Not my style, but I know that a lot of people are enjoying it. This can't be right. It's saying all-time peak is 52,000. That can't be right. As of December 9th, 20 hours ago, the all-time peak is 52,000. That can't be right.
Not with,
because this is Steam charts, and like here, I'll show you. There's two different websites. This can't be right. Last recorded update, December 9th, 2024. All-time peak was 5 months ago, but the game just came out. That was maybe a beta, 52,000. 24
there's
hours.
No way. There's no way.
This doesn't seem right.
Yeah, that you have to. There might be some different numbers right there, but
okay.
Let's see.
Okay,
John,
here we go. Yeah,
that's not right.
I got a better one. This seems more accurate. 287,000 players right now. In the last 24-hour peak, 460,000. All-time peak was 480,000. Almost 481,000 was 2 days ago.
There you go. That's the right numbers. That's the correct numbers. So I'm glad people are enjoying it. I saw Yellow Flash in the chat. I don't know if he's played it. No, didn't he make a video on it the other day? So yeah, good for them. If maybe in time I'll consider it, but I just was not a fan of the Overwatch gameplay style. So that's not really for me. I play more games for alpha males like Fortnite. Fortnite's an alpha male game, definitive alpha male game. And that's what I focus in on. So, I don't play those games that are made for children. I only play the alpha male games. So
like Fortnite. Okay.
Like Fortnite. But we do have a lot to talk about today. We are doing our extra hour over on local today as well. So stay tuned for that if you're interested. Hey, guess what I saw yesterday?
What did you see, Jeremy?
I saw.
Oh, I know. I already know.
Interstellar.
Yeah.
In glorious 70 millimeter IMAX. And man, there was it was sold out. And Interstellar did like $5 million this past weekend. Like it did better than Rachel Zegler's flop that came out. And it's only in like 100 theaters or something like that. But yeah, man. So went with the fam last night, but I drove all the way to like fucking Miami.
Damn.
But it's the only fucking theater in fucking Florida.
That's wild.
So then afterwards, the family's wanting to go do all this other crap. So I was like, I can't make Cobra Cast because I'm not going to get home in time. So, but seeing it in an actual real IMAX theater, because LIMAX is what is like fake IMAX.
Right.
And so it still looks great in fake IMAX, but you don't get that true experience unless you're in one of the original, like, there's very few of those theaters. Like it's usually at like a museum or some shit like that. But yeah, it was pretty damn awesome to witness that. I don't know why they don't do this more often, considering Interstellar made like $5 million last weekend in like 100 fucking theaters. Why don't they do more releases like this in these IMAX showings? Like they can make a fuck ton of money.
Well, yeah, you saw a few months ago, Sony re-released all the Spider-Man movies, and those made millions of dollars.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I don't understand it. This makes no sense. Like why they wouldn't do this. Like, so when we got there, I had purchased like the priority seating or whatever. So like we got it, so like when you get there, then they let you in like first and you can go, because there's no assigned seating here. So it's just like, there was the entire, like there was a huge line. And some of my family that was with me, they were not expecting it. Like, holy crap, there's a lot of people here. I'm like, hell yeah, it's fucking Interstellar, baby. It's 70 millimeter IMAX.
Right.
And yeah, it was a hell of an experience, man. You cannot recreate that in terms of like the sound, the immersion. And there's like moments in that movie where, like for instance, spoilers, but like whenever like the rocket, when he takes off from Earth for the first time and it does like the third separation and you're hearing that in the theater, and then all of a sudden it does a separation and it goes to that wide shot where it's like silent, and it's like you go from like feeling all of this energy with the sound system and the seating and the screen to just silence, and it fucks you up for a minute. And then the moment with Matt Damon where he gets sucked out of the airlock and it just goes completely silent, it fucks you up in the theater, dude. In a 70 millimeter IMAX, it fucks you up. You're like, holy shit, you feel that. Like, it just jars you. It's awesome. So
that's my favorite part of the movie is when Matt Damon's in the space station, he blows it up on accident, and then they have to rotate to dock onto the space station.
Yeah.
And the music, and he's like,
Hans Zimmer's score.
And Anne Hathaway's like, this is impossible. He's like, no, it's necessary. Oh, fuck.
So
that
good,
shit's so
dude.
good.
It's so good. So anyway, I was happy that I got to see that. And it was worth it. It was worth it. I just wish that they would do that more often with some of these movies for the anniversaries or something, or not even just for the anniversaries, just fucking release some of these movies that were successful. People will go see it. If you make it a limited release, you can make $5-10 million. Fuck, it makes no sense. Yeah. So, but yeah, I was very happy about that. Quentin, I'll let you go. Do you see the starred ones?
Yeah. Quentin Edwards with a 199. Garamy doing any background that isn't Chrono Trigger.
Thank you.
Thanks, Quentin Edwards, for the 199. Fakiu Suk Miu Dick with a 199. That makes JFKJ LR a cat person. JFK JLR a cat person. Sure. Thank you. Fuck you, Sokamio Dick. Thank you for the 199. Life on Marshmallows with a $2. Thank you for joining us for Toxoplasmosis Tuesday.
It's what we do around here.
Dude, there's a lot of people that don't know about toxoplasmosis. I was watching Joe Rogan, and when he was learning about toxoplasmosis, people don't talk about it because it affects so many people worldwide, and so many people have it, and they know it comes from cats, but you're not going to convince people to not have cats. So we just kind of don't talk about it as a society, as a world. We do not talk about toxoplasmosis enough because there's kind of nothing we can do. We're just fucked. You're not going to convince these crazy cat ladies to get rid of their cats because they have toxoplasmosis. It's fucking wild.
They can do whatever the fuck they want. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
If you're retarded, you're retarded. Nothing I can do.
If you have a cat, don't invite me over. Ministry of Wrong Think with a 199. All my bad takes were the worm, says Beardo. Yeah, we can go with that. Thank you, Ministry of Wrong Think.
Let me show you this really quick.
Yeah.
So here's the box office for Interstellar. So Interstellar is staying in IMAX theaters after impressive box office haul. 10 IMAX theaters were sold out screenings entirely over the weekend. So the film earned $4.5 million across just 166 screens for $27,000 per screen average, the highest for any film in North America. 10 IMAX locations were reportedly sold out entirely, raking in a remarkable $70,000 over the weekend. So it's like, why the fuck don't they do this more? Like, it made $4.5 million on just in 10 fucking IMAX theaters. 10. This makes no sense. Do this more. I'm blown away that this is not a thing. They just added, so they're going to add another $10 million to the box office of this. What would happen if you release something like fucking Star Wars in IMAX or fucking, and I know they weren't shot in IMAX, you know, but like Interstellar was, a lot of it was shot in IMAX, but it doesn't matter. Release, you know, the Indiana Jones movies, Star Wars, re-release Dune. Hell, I know it just came out, but just do like a special thing with like Dune 1 and 2. People will make a weekend of it. It would be incredible.
Well, remember a few weeks ago, they did a Disney celebration. It was like an anniversary, and they did do the all 9 Star Wars movies, but Disney, of course, Lucasfilm fucked it up, only put it in like 50 theaters nationwide. And they didn't even put it at the Disney Park movie theater here at Disney Springs, downtown Disney, even in LA or in Anaheim. Sorry. They didn't put the fucking Star Wars movies at your Disney theme park movie theaters. They fucked it up. But yeah, you're right. Like, we've seen James Cameron with Avatar after like 9 months, like maybe a few weeks before the movie goes out on Blu-ray or digital, they'll put it back into theaters. Like, the Avatar movies have constantly gotten re-released in theaters. And you see, other filmmakers, like most of the time when they have like a lot of creative control, like Tarantino can probably do it. Obviously, James Cameron can probably do it. You see those get re-released in theaters again before they go out on Blu-ray. But you're absolutely right. Some of these iconic movies, like old school movies, why not put like Pulp Fiction back into the movie theater for a few weeks?
I know. Somebody said they wanted to see us earlier. They wanted to see Apollo 13. That would be cool. Like these, space movies and things like that. Can we talk about a guilty pleasure movie of mine?
Ooh, sure.
Armageddon.
Oh, Armageddon's great.
Armageddon is so fucking good.
Armageddon's
it's
great,
so
man.
stupid, but it's so good. I love that fucking movie so much. It's retarded. It's a retarded premise. It's Michael Bay. It's your typical Michael Bay nonsense, and I absolutely fucking love it.
Have you seen the video of Ben Affleck when he's drunk doing a commentary watching the movie?
I have not.
You know how like when you buy like I don't know if they do it anymore, but most of the time when you buy like a Blu-ray or like a DVD, you buy like this ultimate cut of it, whatever, and they have like a director's cut where you can watch the movie where the director's sitting down, kind of talking. Talking through the movie. Yeah. There's one for Armageddon with Ben Affleck, and people are accusing him of being drunk while he's doing it. This was years ago, and he's just talking about how fucking stupid this movie is. Like while you're watching it, he's like, "Yeah, this part doesn't make any fucking sense." He's just like, it's fucking brilliant.
Fucking Michael Bay. I will say, Michael Bay, in my opinion, I haven't seen all of his movies. But because like 13 Hours is one that everybody talks about. I haven't seen that one. But in my opinion, of all the movies of Michael Bay's I've seen, his single best movie is The Rock. Have you seen The Rock?
Probably a long time ago.
The Rock is so good with Nick Cage and Sean Connery.
Okay, yeah, I've probably never seen
Ed
it.
Harris. Ed Harris is so fucking good in that movie. You have to watch The Rock. You have to. I'm down. So fucking good. And it doesn't get talked about as much as I think it should. That is a damn good movie right there. I fucking love it. It's great. Sean Connery is just on point. Nick Cage is Nick Cage. And Ed Harris, I think, steals the show in the movie. But yeah, you got to watch that one. So,
oh yeah. Well, speaking of Michael Bay,
maybe that's a locals watch party. Maybe that's a locals watch party.
I watched Transformers the other day. Sometimes I'll just be scrolling on like YouTube shorts and I'll see like a short from like a badass part of a movie and I'm like, fuck, I need to watch Transformers.
I like the first Transformers movie. I think
like the first
great.
All the ones with Shia LaBeouf I enjoy.
I don't like 2 or 3.
But like you said, it's the guilty pleasure movie.
So I love the first one. I hate the second one. And the opening of the third one, which I think is Revenge of the Fallen, like the opening that kind of sets the tone where it's like
Revenge of the Fallen is the second one. Dark of the Moon is
Dark of the Moon's the third one. Okay, yeah, Dark of the Moon. Okay. So the opening for Dark of the Moon is so fucking good. And I remember so I love the first one. I saw the second one. I hated the second one. Going to the third one in theaters and the opening sequence and how they build everything up. I'm like, oh shit, we're back, boys. And then the rest of the movie happens. I do not like one. And the Marky Mark one was terrible. The fourth one. The only Transformers movies I like is the first one and Bumblebee. Those are the only 2 I like.
I like Bumblebee, but with Bumblebee, the opening sequence when they're actually on Cybertron and like you see all of them working together, you even get Optimus there. Like that part was so fucking cool. And then you get the rest of the movie. And I'm like, okay, John Cena. All right. It was fine. I mean, I didn't have a problem with it, but I really do enjoy the first 3 Shia LaBeouf Transformers movies. Those are good. Yeah.
And then I tried to watch this most recent one. Actually, it was about 2 weeks ago.
The Beast, Battle of the Beast or whatever.
I got like an hour into it and I was bored out of my fucking mind. And I know they have like the G.I. Joe tease at the end of that one. I was bored out of my mind. I didn't like it. I didn't like where directions they were going. It just did not work for me. So maybe I'll finish it, but we'll see. I don't know. But anyway, we got topics to talk about. Let's catch up with Super Chats and we're going to read some topics. We're going to talk about some topics.
I also have something to show you too. I think that you'll like.
All right.
Be Chained with a $5. I want to refer to motorcyclists as woke weirdos. It just doesn't take much brain cells to twist the throttle. I should know. I ride and I'm a moron. I'm like the people that are flying 200 miles per hour on their rice burner and then, put their head first into the back of a fucking, shipment truck. But thank you, B Chain, for the $5. Rabid with a 5. Everyone needs to pick up extra copies of Blue and Green. Jay was named in that. Man. Thank you for the $5, Rabid. But yes, go buy Blue and Green, but not for that reason. B Chain with a $2. Overwatch 2017 to 18 was fantastic. Then it got gay. That's what happens, isn't it? DEI Ryan with a $5. Beardo, Batman Arkham Shadow is sick despite the Leslie Tompkins race swap. I've actually heard that Arkham Shadow is awesome. I'd love to invest in a MetaQuest so I can play the Arkham Shadow because that thing looks really cool. Maybe I'll even stream it. Thank you, DEI Ryan, for the $5. AJ Skyline with a $10. Surprise, Grand Theft Auto trailer is not out. All the talking about it. Surprised they haven't tried to sweep it under the rug. It will make money, and I pray it will be good, but we know it's woke GTA fans since 02. That's the funny thing about Grand Theft Auto.
Well, people have been talking about this, but like all that stuff came out like years ago. Like it repurposed. Like everybody's talking about it again, like it's breaking news. Unless I'm missing something.
There is a trailer with some gameplay. Actually, I don't know if there's any gameplay in that trailer, but there is a trailer. Here's the thing with Grand Theft Auto and about the narrative or worry about it being woke is Grand Theft Auto, even if it is woke, it's always a parody. It's a parody of real life. So if it's going to be woke, it's because they are parodying real life. That's always been how Grand Theft Auto is with the radio stations, with the cutscenes and everything. It's always a spin on it. So I think it's going to be ironically woke just because that's how Grand Theft Auto handles things. So it's going to be a lot harder to look underneath the scope and to try to find woke shit that's inherently woke in Grand Theft Auto because it's all parody. They're all making fun of just the real world. So I'm cautiously optimistic about Grand Theft Auto 6. I think it's probably going to have the biggest video game launch of all time, probably.
It probably will be the biggest of all time, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, it really comes down to are they going to dial back some of the offensive nature? And I don't play GTA or whatever. It's the most popular gaming franchise on the planet, along with Minecraft, another game I don't play, but it will be the biggest game ever. And the anticipation is through the roof. Even if it does have some woke elements to it, it's still like, it's too big of an IP. It's still just going to be massive. And the problem is there's going to be player freedom. So people can still do their offensive bullshit in it. You know what I mean? So they can kind of do whatever they want. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. If it is woke, though, that'll be good for business.
Yeah, we'll point it out. We'll call it the fuck out. 100%. Thank you, AJ Skyline, with the $10. We got Jeremy's Trump body pillow with a $5. Jeremy bought a Christopher Nolan body pillow, so now we're officially a thruple. Gross. Thank you for the $5. Borg Porg with a 10. New show on Amazon Prime just released called Next Level. Each episode has a different short movies based on video games like D&D, Unreal Tournament, Warhammer 40K, Pac-Man, and Mega Man. Looks great so far. Yeah, I've seen some stuff about it. Looks interesting. And also, Henry Cavill's Warhammer 40K just got approved. Can be heavily involved. There's some question marks with that and stuff, but hopefully, since Cavill is really involved in it, it's going to be good.
Well, Beardo, we have some breaking news, but some big news. Are you ready for this one? Chris Evans, not a movie star, returning to Avengers Doomsday. Now, I was told that women were going to save the MCU, that they were going to continue to carry on the torch, that we didn't need all these toxic male characters. And all of you fans that are talking about these things, you just hate women and you hate progress and you hate diversity. And what did we say? The MCU is not going to be successful moving forward based on what they're doing with all of these terrible characters, the identity politics, all of that. And what are they doing? They're circling back to Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans. Also, Chris Evans, not a movie star, could not succeed without having the Captain America character, which is exactly what I've been saying about Chris Evans for a while. That's not a negative or a positive to him. It's just a fact and it's reality. My problem with Chris Evans is that he acts like he's a big deal on social media when he's talking about voting and get out the vote, and he talks about all this bullshit. He single-handedly crashed the Buzz Lightyear movie that he voiced when he stole the role from Tim Allen, and they made some woke bullshit, and it was this massive failure. It's like, Chris Evans, shut the fuck up. You're not a star, and nobody really gives a shit about anything you have to say. People like you when you're playing Captain America. That's it. You're not a movie star. And now we don't have confirmation as to what the role is yet. It even says here in the Variety article. So it says, the actor best known to Marvel fans for playing Steve Rogers, aka Captain America in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is circling another MCU appearance in 2026's comic book epic. However, it's not clear who he'll be playing. At the end of 2019's Avengers Endgame, Cap had aged into an old man and passed the character's patriotic shield to Black Captain America. And this summer, Evans showed up in a brief scene stealing role in the billion-dollar smash Deadpool and Wolverine as Johnny Storm. Blah, 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 blah. So Joe and Anthony Russo are directing Doomsday. So what do you think? Do you think that he's going to come back as Captain America after Black Captain America fails too? Because that's going to fail. I don't know how bad that movie's going to be. We'll see. But I don't anticipate Brave New World, I think is the title they're going with for the new Black Captain America movie. Right. I don't think that movie's going to do very well at all, considering the massive budget, the reshoots, and all the problems that they're facing with that. So they're essentially going to have this massive budgeted Captain America movie with Black Captain America, and it's going to fail. We all know that if Chris Evans was Captain America in a new Captain America movie, it would more than likely be very successful. It might not be $1 billion movie, but it would be a pretty big success, because as much as he's not a movie star, he's fantastic as Captain America. I have never argued that point. I think he's great in the role. What do you think, though? What do you think they're going to do here?
A few things. So yeah, Captain America 4, at this point, they're going on like what? Over $400 million as far as
it's almost out of control.
Almost 500 million maybe. This movie's doomed because it's going to have to make close to $1 billion in the box office just to break even at that point. It's not going to do well. But what I predict for Chris Evans in Avengers Doomsday, he's going to come back as some variant, some version of Captain America. I think that they'll likely do the evil Captain America where he works for Hydra.
Right there.
Yep. That's what I think. And I think that what Marvel, the MCU is going to try to do is they are going to try to validate Anthony Mackie's Captain America, and they're going to go head to head and fight. And Sam Wilson, Sam Wilson's Captain America is going to best
Nazi Captain America.
The Yahtzee Captain America.
Right, that's right.
And that's going to be your validation that, oh, Sam Wilson really is Captain America because he beat the true evil Captain America. And that's Marvel's way of validating his existence as Captain America.
Oh, it's going to be so great.
That's what I think is going to happen.
It's going to be great. And I agree with everything you're saying. And it's going to be great from a standpoint that it's going to be so bad and it's going to be so predictable, because this is what we've always said that their mindset is. And so there you go. I agree with you that I think that that's the direction they're going to go in. And it's all meant to continue to validate Sam Wilson's Captain America, who will never be validated because he was a great character as Falcon. It was great. Well, Why do you have to sit there and throw him into a role that he's, that Chris Evans built up? And it's just absolutely insane. No one is interested in the Black Captain America bullshit. And I think that this direction is only going to make that worse for them. Listen, like the whole thing, do I think people are going to show up to see this movie? Absolutely. Absolutely. They're going to show up and see Avengers Doomsday. You've got Robert Downey Jr. returning. It doesn't matter what role he's returning is. Robert Downey Jr. in the MCU is box office gold. Now, I think that Robert Downey Jr. is more of a movie star than Chris Evans, but I don't think either one of them are like as big like I think there's this idea that Robert Downey Jr. is a movie star because he does have like he has a level of charisma that's rare in Hollywood, but what else outside
well, he's Hollywood
of
royalty.
Yeah, but what else outside of his Iron Man role, which is box office gold? What else does he pull numbers in any other direction on any other? Like I know he was great in Oppenheimer and he won like an Oscar. But he's not the reason people went to see Oppenheimer.
The only other thing is for him was maybe Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, those didn't do those were fine, but
they
weren't
fine. They did two of them, but if like you're like a Sherlock Holmes purist, like I know that Jed hated those Sherlock Holmes movies. I enjoyed them, when I was a kid. But I haven't seen them in probably like 10 years. But they made two of them, so I guess the first one did all right. But yeah, he tried to do Dr. Dolittle. That failed. That was horrible. And he didn't really do anything. He went vegan. He was eating fucking bugs. It looked like he was a fucking cancer patient. And then he got back on. He got back on the meat diet, and now he's gonna be Dr. Doom. So. I'm intrigued, but I don't have much faith in it. I don't understand. It's going to take a lot of fucking explaining, and well, I don't know. We'll see.
Marvel is in this position, and they deserve to be in this position. They've done this to themselves. They have done this to themselves. They have put themselves in this position, and I don't see any long-term benefits from this. I see short-term benefits for sure by bringing Downey and Chris Evans back into the fold, but I don't see any long-term at all. And they've done a lot to destroy their brand in the last 5 years for sure. So I do think your prediction overall as to where what they're going to do with Chris Evans returning, I agree with that. And I think it's going to be absolutely hilarious to watch that all play out if that's the direction they go. But the level of excitement for Chris Evans returning is definitely not on par with what happened with Robert Downey Jr. Like, it's not even close.
Yes. Well, and that's because they did it at San Diego Comic-Con. They had this huge announcement where there's like, okay, we're moving on from our original slate of they were going to do Avengers Kang Dynasty. The Jonathan Major stuff happened, so they needed to kind of like jump ship and start a new path for their slate of Avengers movies. So they announced, we're going to do Avengers Doomsday. We're going to have Doctor Doom, Fantastic Four. And here's Robert Downey Jr. on the stage. You remember Robert Downey Jr., your favorite character in the MCU? Well, now he's a villain. Like, They did that whole presentation for it. Now, with Chris Evans returning, they're just like, oh, yeah, just put it out there on Twitter.
Yeah, and I see some people bringing up their whole, the Avengers doing the whole Kamala bullshit. I hope that hurts them in the long run. I really do. I hope that does significant damage. By 2026, 2027? Whenever Doomsday comes out, I don't know if people are still going to remember that or not. I hope they do, but I don't anticipate people remembering that long. Now, if they continue to do nonsense like that, then it will stay relevant in people's minds. But if they just don't, if they just kind of fall in line, I guess we'll see.
What's up, Daisy? How you doing?
So I'll just make sure Beardo's here tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good. Write that down, Daisy. Man, well, and here's the other thing. If they're going to bring Chris Evans back as evil Captain America, let's say for Doomsday, to even further validate, let's take it a step further. To even further validate Sam Wilson, Captain America, he's going to turn evil Captain America good. And then they're going to fight side by side together, two shields for Avengers Secret Wars. Because how are they going to bring Chris Evans and because Robert Downey Jr. is going to be in Fantastic Four, Doomsday, and Secret Wars. Chris Evans only being in Doomsday, that doesn't sound right. Only being in that movie, when you're going to have the rest of the crew for the next one, and even probably some bigger hitters like Tobey Maguire could be Spider-Man in Secret Wars, Andrew Garfield. They're going to pull out everything. They could do the Council of Reed Richards and have the OG Fantastic Four Reed Richards with Pedro Pascal. You got two Reed Richards now. So they're going to do some crazy shit for Secret Wars, and I can totally see Chris Evans coming back as a good version of Captain America for that one, but I think he starts off evil in Doomsday.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how it all plays out. But I do hope that I hope that the core reason for this is just to bring him back, just so they can put over Sam Wilson's Captain America, so he can punch a Nazi. That's really,
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's what, and it's going to be such a meme.
Yep.
And Marvel deserves exactly what they're going through right now. They deserve all of this bullshit. So, all right, so. Chris Evans, not a movie star, back in the MCU, apparently.
Zerb with a $50. Marvel may be desperate. They may be mid now. They may be woke, but at least you can relate to all of the gay people now, Jeremy. You should be proud you are finally getting respect and representation. Thank you, Zerb. Thank you, Zerb. Have you seen this? Let me show this real quick.
What are you going to show me? What are you going to show me?
This is just some people thinking firing range has been found out of the map on Stakeout in Black Ops 6.
Don't do this to me. Don't give me hope.
So this
Don't
dude,
give me hope.
I don't know what mode he does, if he glitches it, if he's in like spectator mode. I don't know how he did this, but he gets out of the map on Stakeout and finds firing range.
There he is. Simon Riley.
There's no picture.
Never.
Why the mask?
To hide my face. Mask. Take it off. Show my face. Yes, sir. Negative. Are you ugly? Quite the opposite. You're telling me. See that big boy with the skull face?
How the hell did he do this?
He probably hacked it. But
that's
it's there.
That doesn't. What firing range was that, though?
Here, let me share it again. It's just not fully rendered.
Okay, but
It's
I was just trying to get the.
It's just assets.
My face.
But like right here, like here's the main like little like walkway, like kind of center area for firing range. You got the building right here. Over here, like behind this building,
Yes, sir.
to the left over here.
Are you ugly?
Like, where's the trailer at?
This is the trailer. And
Okay.
back here is where you have the actual like targets, the moving people targets back here.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so it is just assets then, but
It's just assets, yeah.
just give me firing range and I will be so happy. It's
There's a lot of rumors.
multiplayer. It's the best multiplayer map in Call of Duty history.
And there's
All right.
more news right here. Charlie Intel. Now say what you want about Charlie Intel. Launch multiplayer map from Black Ops 1, maybe returning to Black Ops 6 or Call of Duty in 2025 per information found from data mining.
That
It would make sense.
Launch was a good map. It's definitely not one of my favorite maps, but it's a good map. I'd be okay with that. Not a great map.
I think there's going to be a few. We're going to see some of the fan favorite maps from all of the previous Black Ops games in new updates for Black Ops 6.
Let's hope so.
It only makes sense.
Let's hope so.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm loving Black Ops 6, man. It's great.
Hell yeah. I'm addicted. Tobias Nexus with a $10. Beardo is partially right. It's not that drastically altering to humans as it is for small rodents and birds. Nearly 40 to 60 million Americans have it, but it's mostly dormant as we aren't its preferred hosts. It's everywhere. Toxoplasmosis is fucking wild, man.
Linko Kenobi just dropped 100.
I see that. Linko with the $100.
Let's go.
Says, what's up, guys? Have you heard what's going on with Nintendo Cinematic Universe? Also, I agree with Beardo on Evil Captain America. LOL, glad you had fun in Sir Henry's Haunted Christmas. We'll be playing Indiana Jones on my stream. Hope you guys have a great day. Hail the 199.
Hail. No, I
Hail.
haven't heard any updates on the Nintendo Cinematic Universe, so I'll have to look into that and see.
Yeah,
But no,
links.
I'm
Tag us
not
on Twitter or something.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't heard any updates on that. Obviously, I've been a little out of the loop, with everything. But for those that are just tuning in, here we go right here.
Thank you, Linko, for the 100.
Thank you, Linko. This is what Beardo.
Like,
Let's see.
when
Well,
they
there's
turned, like,
Krista.
mutant, and I don't know if you saw it on your side.
Hang
Yeah,
on.
here's Beardo.
Yeah.
Like came in the picture, and I thought that was awesome.
Cameo. So, I don't like cats.
It's gotta be a gift, dude.
Dude, and she was loud, bro. My ear was ringing after that.
She was very, very loud.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. Like we were ending our little review, and I'm like, oh, we've got a cameo here.
So, I don't like cats.
I don't know what to do.
So good.
Go back to that video and fast forward it when we're going through the Krampus Revenge House.
The last one?
Yeah.
Okay. So
okay.
like it right there?
Yeah, right. So chat, you have to keep in mind, I have this huge ring light on the gimbal and camera.
Yeah.
Shining me in the face so that you guys can see.
Yeah,
but it's
and
like
big shout out
me.
Krista's idea for that too, and that actually made it better for the recording this time
100%.
around. So
it made it better for the recording, but it made it worse for my actual vision inside this really dark house.
Shit.
I couldn't see anything. I'm like walking around with I'm holding the camera and I'm walking around like this because I could not see where I was fucking going. So all of these jump scares are actually genuine because I couldn't see it coming. I was blinded.
Yeah, it was great. Here we go.
Oh, here we go. Here's the closet. Oh, I can't see nothing. I don't know where I'm going.
Hey, and that part, because I was ahead of you. That part, and that was so like intimidating to walk through because you couldn't really see which way to go, even without the ring light that you had. And I'm like, which way do I even go?
Oh my gosh!
Jingle bells,
Where am I going? Oh fuck! I mean, shoot! It's a teddy bear. I don't know where I'm going. Am I going the right way? Which way am I going? I can't see nothing. I don't know where I'm going. Oh!
And then even leaving the house.
Apparently.
I like how Krista makes you go first. She's like, I ain't going first.
With the monkey, with the symbol monkey, and then afterwards when the dude shot the balloon animal at me, like I couldn't see nothing. I had no idea what was coming.
Here's the end right here.
Oh, smokes! It's a dumb monkey. A dumb monkey. Whoa, whoa.
He just shot a balloon at me right there.
And I'm still recording too. Holy smokes!
If you guys, and I see mods are dropping links, but if you want to go over to Park Hoppin' and check out that full video, it's really good. Beardo, Krista did a great job. So shout out.
D-Mad says, kid-friendly Beardo. Fuck. I mean, shoot.
Yeah.
I was trying hard.
Because we try not to cuss on the Park Hopping channel. You know,
right.
we try to keep that, family friendly over there. And didn't work out too good.
Whoops. Maybe next time. Let's see here. Ministry of Wrong Think with a 10. No, Beardo. People have done deep dives into the Grand Theft Auto 6 studio. All the original devs left, and they have internal forced DEI policies, including privilege audits of employees. At best, it's too big to fig. Okay, well, hey, I'll take your word for it. Maybe I was just being a little too cautiously optimistic, but I don't know. I just figured just the way Grand Theft Auto is, if it is woke, it's going to be a parody of woke, but you never know. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you, Administrative Wrong Thing, for the $10. MJ UK with a 5. Jeremy, a homosexual man, is wrong about most things. Like, what is a Christmas film, but Interstellar is indeed a great film. Saw it in IMAX in October.
In October?
There you go.
How'd you see it in October? They released there. That's weird. I mean, I know that was the
he's in Canada.
Okay.
So maybe. Thank you, MJ UK from Canada. Jack Scarata with a $5. Jay-Z had 99 problems. Not only was a bitch one of them, but it created a million more problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Thank you, Jack, with the $5. Jay Nels with a 5. So what's up with the new Indiana Jones game? I see great reviews on Steam. I thought it was supposed to be woke garbage.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've heard nothing but fairly positive things about it at this point in time. So I think that there was some concerns about the female character, about like if they were going to make her kind of take over or whatever. But apparently people are enjoying it. So I guess we'll see.
John Papa Sergio with a $5. What are the chances Titanic gets re-released in theaters in 2027 for its 30th anniversary? I'd bank on it.
It should. I mean, people will line up and go see it.
Mm-hmm. I'd bank on it. It wouldn't be the first time. Titanic has got a re-release before. So I'd say that's certain to happen. Sir Hat with a $2. I don't want to close my ITSEs.
ITSEs? My
ITSEs? Maybe you meant to type it wide right there. I don't know. Thank you, Sir Hat, with the $2. Tobias Nexus with another $10. But do more research if you're interested in people. I'm just a furry who likes science, but didn't get into it because math fucks me harder than Hollywood fucks anything they don't like. There you go. Hail to the Geeks and Gamers and the GCA. Thank you, Tobias Nexus, for the $10. Kratos Raptor with a $5. They re-released The Fifth Element this past November. Okay. Divine Matrix with a $10. Seriously, a classic movie theater would make crazy money. They could do a seasonal thing. Imagine all the Halloween, just classic horror on the big screen, and Christmas the same, just the classics.
It'd be awesome.
I worked at a movie theater when I was younger out of high school, we did have like one classic movie a week. We had like a rotation. And we would show like Jaws, Rocky, Rambo, Indiana Jones. Like there was a classic calendar that we had like once a week. We were always showing an old classic movie. There are theaters that do that. Thank you. Taker with a $5. Just came across this headline. Disney influencer Dominique Brown dead at 34 after a food incident at a box lunch event. What? Box lunch. Isn't that the store that Krista likes to go to?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Disney influencer Dominique Brown.
Never heard of him.
Interesting.
That's weird. To look into it.
Thank you, Taker, for the $5 and for the information. Sir Hat with a $2. I don't want to fall asleep because I miss you, baby. Don't get too comfortable. Thank you, Sir Hat, with the $2. Quentin Edwards with the $1.99. How about themed releases like The Patriot on July 4th? Yeah. That stuff's awesome.
These are absolutely, it's so easy. These are easy decisions. Why are they not making them? I don't get it. It makes
Independence Day, put it on there.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you. Air Force One would be a good one for 4th of July, too. Quentin Edwards, thank you for the $1.99. MJ UK with the $2. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
That's a line from The Rock. That's a line from The Rock.
Boba Fett with a $1.99. Seeking Justice. Niche Cage, best movie.
Nick Cage.
Well, that's not how we spelled it.
I'm just telling you. Dude, people don't appreciate how big of a star Nick Cage was back in the day, dude. He was the man. Back when like Face Off was out and The Rock and all these other, Nick Cage was the man. He still is the man, by the way.
Thank you. Lord Slosh with a $5. Bay gets a bad rap for his loud, bombastic style, but it works for fun popcorn flicks. Highly recommend 13 Hours, one of his more competent films.
Yeah, I need to watch
13
that
Hours
one.
is great.
Yeah, I need to watch that one. Everybody that I've heard talk about it praises it.
Lord Botha with a $5. There are rumors that Grand Theft Auto might be moving away from parody and becoming more serious due to offensiveness and the success of the Red Dead series.
I don't think they need to change anything, man.
Yeah.
There's a reason GTA is the most successful franchise out there. They need to stick with what they've done for all of these years and got them.
And it's interesting because you look at the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer that we have right now, it totally seems like parody. It seems like parody of Southern Florida.
Yeah, it does.
We'll have to see. Thank you, Lord Botha, for the $5. Stay at home Hippo with a $5. $5. He will $5 says he will be Hydra Cap, the awful storyline that a hack writer made in 2015 and had to reverse and make into a clone of Steve. That's going to be a mess. It'll be a mess. But certain people will just eat it up. Rex Kramer, Danger Seeker with a $5. A Captain America movie about him in the past returning to stones and discovering mutants, i.e. the X-Men. That'd be great. That'd be great. Like a TV show or a movie of him after Endgame going back and having to return the stones at the same spot. That'd be a great movie.
All right, let's get to our next topic, which this one, listen, you get what you fucking deserve, Disney. So just a few days after being named in a civil suit, Jay-Z showed up with his overrated, overhyped, talentless piece of shit wife, Beyonce, to promote the new Lion King movie, Mufasa. Now, if you remember The Lion King 2019, which is, I think, one of the worst films I've ever seen in my life, made $1.6 billion. Have you seen the Lion King 2019?
I refused.
Dude, it is the most lifeless piece of shit I've ever seen. I hate that movie so much. I remember doing my review. I was in California when I watched it, and I was leaving. I was ranting. I hated it so much. But that movie made $1.6 billion. And so so now you've got the Lion King prequel, Mufasa. And it says Jay-Z walked the Mufasa red carpet with Beyonce and Blue Ivy Carter on Monday night, just one day after the rapper was accused in a civil lawsuit of whatting a 13-year-old girl in 2000 with Sean Diddy Combs. Now, of course, Jay-Z released a statement where he basically said, "I'm not guilty of this. I look forward to clearing my name, yada, yada, yada." Do you know who else released a statement similar to that after they were accused? Sean Diddy Combs. And right after releasing that statement, do you know what suddenly magically dropped? Some surveillance video of Sean Diddy Combs beating the shit out of his then girlfriend, kicking her, beating her, dragging her down a hallway. But hey, he was innocent, guys, and he looks forward to clearing his name. Now, again, I don't know if Jay-Z is innocent or guilty. What I do know is I don't give a fuck about Jay-Z, and I think Jay-Z and Beyonce are two horrible, horrible people. And I'm glad that Disney, only a day after this massive story, he shows up, his first public appearance is to promote a Disney movie. And then you had 50 Cent who reacted to it. 50 Cent on Instagram says, 50 Cent right here. Jay said, "They said what at a kid. Everybody get dressed. We going to see Mufasa. LOL." I hope that this aura follows this movie. And I hope that this is the defining, characteristic of this movie. Everybody just thinks about the fact that Jay-Z and Beyonce, I want Jay-Z and Beyonce to be deemed as cancer to any project that they're involved in. What do you think about all this, Beardo? I know you're a big Jay-Z fan.
Oh, huge. Cat Williams was right, man. Cat Williams was right. And there's been a lot of noise and stories and theories and stuff going all the way back to Tupac about gangster rap and stuff. And there's some old videos of Tupac where he's very flamboyant, using a lot of hand motions and gestures, saying how similar he is to his mom, because he's sassy. I'm sassy like my mom. This was before Tupac was a gangster.
Yeah, Tupac was like Tupac did like drama school and shit like that, like before he became a rapper. I know all about Tupac and his history and everything like that.
It's interesting. So the rap culture, man, it's fucking weird, dude. It's fucking weird. There's a lot of fucking weirdos in here.
Why? Because they're black?
No, because they diddle kids.
I know. I just had to.
That's the weird part. To me, that's the weird part.
Oh man,
the fact that like Usher and Diddy are like just obsessed with 14, 15-year-old Justin Bieber and inviting him to parties and getting him fucked up and drunk and shit. Like, that's fucking bizarre, dude.
Yeah, man. Like it's when the entire industry is built off of like sexualizing every single aspect of your life, and that's what the rap industry is. You know what I mean? That's what it's always been. And now you're starting to see a lot of this finally start to get exposed. And this is why people like Jay-Z and Beyonce wanted Kamala Harris to win. That's exactly why they wanted Kamala Harris to win.
100%. We have said this time and time again on CobraCast, on Main Event. Every celebrity or musician who has went out there, backed Kamala, you gotta look for the skeletons in their closet, man, because there's something that they're fucking hiding. Mm-hmm. Why they supported so hard and advocated for Kamala? Because they're fucking hiding something, man. They're on the fucking list. Yes. They're on the fucking list, and they know they are. And that's why they're freaking out, crying, "I'm going to leave the country." Ellen DeGeneres, where'd she move? To fucking England? Yeah, it's because they fucking know. Tom Hanks and his fucking wife. Tom Hanks and his wife are citizens of Greece now. They're fucking living in Greece because they're on the fucking list, bro.
Well, so the whole thing is Democrats have pushed this mindset that you're supposed to believe every accusation. You're supposed to believe women. You're supposed to believe every accusation ever made. That is what the Democrats have taught us over the last 8 years. If someone is accused of something, you're supposed to believe all victims, believe all women, believe every accusation. Hey, that's the left-wing nonsense that Beyonce and Jay-Z have wanted us to live by. That's what they voted for just last month. So if that's the standard that you want to live by, then let's live by that standard, Jay-Z and Beyonce, you fucking pieces of shit. I truly can't stand. There's not a celebrity I can't stand more than Beyonce and Jay-Z by default. Jay-Z's he's one of the ugliest human beings that's ever existed too. Like, holy fuck, man, that's an ugly motherfucker. I mean, straight up, like, it's unbelievable how unlikable this power couple is. And I'm glad that they're finally getting exposed for the shitty people that they are. So we'll see what happens. But Mufasa, we'll see. Is it going to do $1.6 billion like The Lion King 2019? I don't think so. Although, can it be a success? Yes, it can be a success, and it probably will be. It'll probably be a pretty big success, but I hope that the Jay-Z narrative can maybe have an impact on the box office. People are like, oh,
how much did the first one make?
$1.6 billion. I've only said that about 10 times in this conversation.
Yeah, I wasn't listening.
Fucking retard.
My bad.
But it's going to be Sonic 3. That's right. I don't think so. So
it's because they're changing the whole lore about Mufasa, right? He's like adopted now, and he's like honestly, not the true heir, and shit happens between him and Scar, and now Mufasa's like adopted.
I don't know I don't know the premise of it.
I'm not a purist when it comes to the Lion King lore, but apparently Mufasa was adopted and shit. I don't know. I think it's gonna be trash. Plus, like the chat said, it's going against Sonic 3. I think a lot of people are hyped about Sonic 3 because that series, that little series that they got going.
Great.
All of them have been good. The first two were really good.
All right, let's get super chats, and then we're going for our extra hour over on locals, and we're going to talk about Luigi.
Luigi.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Luigi.
Like the plumber.
You'll have to see on locals.
Okay. Eudite with the 3 months. Chris Evans' return will be as West Coast Avengers Leather Boy. Sure. Rabid with a $5. Michael Bay needs to Minecraft himself. Jeez. Oof. Scarlett Johansson wanted to show her boobies in the island, and he rejected it. Maybe he's gay. I don't know. Rabid, thank you for the $5.
Not with those scenes of Megan Fox and Transformers.
Oh, that's true. That is very true. That's very true. Fuck you, suck me a dick for a 199. Beardo, you need a mower? I will do it for free. I'm good, bro. Thank you for the 199. Linzers with a $5. Doesn't that Fantastic Four take place in the past? Couldn't Chris Evans be the Captain America they replaced, but in the past instead of the present? It's not. It's like a retro futuristic alternate Earth. They're doing more multiverse shit with the Fantastic Four movie. From my understanding. Thank you, Linzers, with the $5. Monkey Boy Hand Cramp with the 7 months. Jeremy, do you like the movie Heavyweights?
I think I've seen Heavyweights.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. Thank you.
I've heard of it, but I don't think I've seen it.
Pirate of Las Vegas. Toxoplasmosis is why Beardo skips leg day. I can assure you I don't have toxoplasmosis. Nader's Brick Channel with the $5. Jeremy doesn't like cats either. He prefers gerbils.
Now that would be Richard Gere. That's Richard Gere.
Richard Gere. Really?
Yeah.
Richard Gere?
Richard Gere shoves gerbils up his ass. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Eminem's alter ego. Who's your boy? What's Eminem's alter ego? The Cal from Connecticut?
Oh, Ken Kniff from Connecticut.
Ken Kniff. Yeah, he likes gerbils in his butt too.
Ken Kniff from Connecticut. Automated piece of shit.
Yeah. You ever heard the what's his name? King Kniff? King Kniff? His song's like, shove a gerbil in my ass through a tube. Fucking weird, dude.
Shit. Vault 95 says, Beardo, have you watched Demolition Man yet?
I watched like half of it with my parents over Thanksgiving, and I didn't finish it. I fell asleep.
Amazing.
I was too stuffed. I was too stuffed. And
Above 001 says, I saw Phantom Menace in IMAX back when it was new. I now know what it's like to suck face with Yoda. Z Highness says, and that's another segment of Beardo's Biolab. Also, Jeremy, your face is too close to the cam. 199. Hey, it is what it is. All right. Finish us up.
Yeah, my bad. Let's see here. Samuel B with a $2. So when are y'all going to play Marvel Rivals? Hail. I'm probably not going to.
I'm probably not either, but I'm traveling for the next few weeks. So when I get back situated, never know. But Fortnite and Call of Duty has my attention right now.
100%. Me too.
Because I'm a hardcore gamer.
Tommy Reviews with a $2. 28 years later trailer dropped this morning. I saw that. Yeah. Saw that. Sir Hat with a $2. Nick Cage is presently a movie star.
Always has been.
I agree with that. Mr. Deep Sea with a 199. Haven't seen 13 Hours. Must have voted for Hill Dog. Vote for Hillary?
Oh, yeah. Huge Hillary fan. Yeah. Huge.
Maybe the biggest.
Yeah.
Pre-Don Corpse with a 5. Jeremy played G.I. Joe PSA 12 car crash.
We are over time.
Over on Locals.
Yes.
Come join over on Locals. We'll watch it. Thank you, Pre-Don Corpse, for the $5. Golden Nuggets with a $2. Sending prayers for Beardo and his cat disease. Thank you, Golden Nuggets. I appreciate it, man. Steve from PA with a $5. Solo lost money. J Trip Poo. Gary loves Bon Jovi. And Jeremy's favorite Christmas movie is Dreamgirls starring Beyonce.
Oof, that's rough.
We're all caught up on YouTube.
All right, so we're going to be live on Locals for our extra time over there. Hope you guys will join us. Beardo, what do you got going on tonight?
Tuesday night's main event.
Tuesday night's main event.
Tuesday night's main event. Let's do it. It's going to be very kind, very nice. No shit talking. Nobody's going to badmouth me, say anything, weird about my legs or anything. They're not going to call me queerdo. Nobody's going to do that tonight.
Nice.
Tonight is going to be a very, very straight edge show tonight.
It'll be very nice. Nice. So as it always is, the Tuesday night's main event crowd is very respectful, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great evening. But thank you guys so much. Do appreciate it. If you want to join us over on Locals, we're going to be talking about Luigi's Mansion. And Beardo, do you not understand the joke, the Luigi joke?
Of course I get it.
You sure?
The healthcare guy?
Okay.
The CEO?
I just want to make sure. Sometimes you say, of course I get it, and you don't get it.
No, I mean, look, I don't live on Twitter all the time, but I also don't live under a rock, okay? I know what's going on.
You sure?
I'm positive, bro. He was at a McDonald's?
Yeah, and Trump. It was Trump's shift, and Trump's the one who found him. Trump was working McDonald's.
Okay, now you're full of shit. Now you're full of shit.
Jack Posobiec tweeted that out. He was like, he's like the McDonald's employee that spotted him, and he showed the picture of Trump at McDonald's. All right. Thank you guys. We'll see you for Tuesday night's main event. Have a good evening, and we'll talk to all of you later on the YouTube side and on the Rumble side and on the Twitter side. Bye, everyone.
Regulators, shout out.
What?
I don't know.
What?